First day of the Texas whitetail deer season here on my little place in Texas. Hunting this morning, and it was kind of quiet to begin with, and quiet in several different ways. Quiet in the fact that I wasn't really seeing a whole lot. It was an absolutely beautiful morning, 50-degree temperatures. Couldn't have asked for a better day to start with. Ended up seeing, I think, a total of 9 does, and you'll probably get to see some of those just a little bit. We had some right here in front of me, and I was going to spend the day hunting with my daughter, unfortunately, and her husband, but unfortunately, yesterday afternoon, one of her co-workers tested positive, so they did come out and hunt, but they hunted a different part of the property, and hunted on the far north side, and our property is not all that big anyway, but they hunted over on the far north side, so didn't get to spend the time with her like I really intended to, or really wanted to. Our neighbor to the south, it's been rather loud over there today, to say the least. It's, I don't know if you can hear it, but they're having motorcycle races, a motocross race on the about 150 acres that they have there. It's kind of up and down and a little hilly and all that kind of thing, and there must be at least 150, 200 motorcycles over a day. So, you know, I'm all for protecting hunters' rights and land rights, and every landowner should be able to do what he wants to, but it's been really, really loud and disturbing from coming over there. But hopefully it'll just be for a day, and maybe still tomorrow. I don't know why they picked the opening day of deer season, but yeah, I bet you can hear some of that. So gonna sit here at my little stand the rest of the afternoon. The interesting thing about this stand is that one of my grandsons, Jake, and I built this thing, and it's built from lumber that came from my great-granddad's cattle working pens, and the tin came from an old roof that was on a barn out here that kind of dates back to the early 1900s as well too. It's just kind of a nostalgic place to kind of come and sit, looking at oak trees surrounding me and behind me that are minimum of 200 to maybe as old as 400 and 500 years old. So it's one of those situations to where kind of a lot of fun. It'd be a lot more fun if I didn't have to put up with all that motorcycle racing next door, but you know, I guess that's just life. I'll just have to kind of take it and just kind of take it. So we'll see this afternoon. Probably be back out tomorrow morning as well too. We'll see what we got coming in here this afternoon. You can't ever tell. There's not any big bucks here, but there's a lot of young bucks. I'm talking about yearlings and 2-year-olds, and it's kind of what we have here. Occasionally one gets by that's 3 to 4, and when he does, he's usually mid 120s or something like that if you're into scoring, but an 8 or 10 point that's got 5-6 inch long tines, and just a real pretty kind of deer. These deer here generally do not get real big, but they generally don't get a chance to get the age on them, and places are small, so if you don't shoot a deer that you see, and it's one that you want, probably the next time you'll see it is when it's on the back of somebody else's pickup. And we'll kind of kick back and relax and kind of look around a little bit and see what the afternoon brings.
I'm Corey Mason, Executive Director of DSC, personally inviting you to join us in the mission fulfillment of DSC by supporting us in the upcoming online virtual auctions February 10 through 14. Join us at dsc.onlinehuntingauctions.com to see the greatest lineup of outdoor gear, hunting and fishing adventures from around the world. Again, February 10 through 14, and find it at dsc.onlinehuntingauctions.com. Thank you.
Folks, we made it in out of the woods, Jeff and I, and we're going to make lunch real quick. Now, I'm always talking about having we could be cooking all this from scratch. This is guisado. It's cold. I had it in the ice cooler. But it has, basically, it's got some smoked pork, some onions. In this, we have the poblano peppers, a little jalapeno pepper, a lot of fresh garlic in there, guisado, and then some chopped tomatoes. So what we're going to do, in just a matter of minutes, we're going to be able to have us a quick lunch here. Let's go ahead and put some, let's just put some in the skillet. We've got a good hot fire. Right now, I'm going to shut this tube. Awesome.
Kill a little of that smoke, huh, buddy? There we go.
And then let
it heat up there. Yeah.
Tortilla.
We're gonna cook. We're gonna heat stuff up on this. It gets super hot, that metal plate. So.
Jeff, how many of these tortillas? We can eat about 8 apiece.
Hungry as I am, I'll do a couple hefty ones.
A couple of good ones.
Couple hefty ones.
All right, we'll put that there. Now, basically, see right here.
Oh yeah,
that's by the time you put that in corn flour tortillas and heat it up.
Buddy, that looks good.
So let's simply set it up here on this and let it warm up, and then we'll come right back and make us some corn tortillas. How about that?
You bet. Well, folks, we're back here. Luke is just warming up the guisado, and again, the nice thing about this is, we're just out spending the day in the woods, checking feeders, whatever, making the rounds, looking at stuff, and just having a ball.
Good day to be out.
But what's really nice is to have pre-made food like this, so when you're at camp, you just warm it up, put something warm in your belly, and you're off doing something else. So
yeah, we'll in a bit we can slap these corn tortillas on this. It'll warm up here, and then squeeze a little lemon, and guisado, Mexican folks, I've got a lot of Mexican friends, a lot of them call it guiso, but guisado. It's such an easy thing to make at home, and I didn't have to freeze this, I made it a couple of days ago, but make it ahead of time, and usually a big winner around camp,
Yeah, one day when you got like bad weather and there's nothing going on, make some of this stuff up, and what I like to do is I vacuum seal everything.
Yep.
That's just me. You can put it in the freezer, and it'll stay for the longest time. You make a package of this up, you put it in the freezer, vacuum sealed, and when you head to camp, grab that bag, thaw it out, and you're ready to go. You got a meal.
You got it. So that's what we're all about, is the quick, regardless, we could be eating cabbage rolls, and that's a recipe I want to give us sometime, camp cabbage rolls in a Dutch kettle. But from start to finish, a dish like that, I can turn that out in 45 minutes, starting with raw meat. But something like this is quick and easy. Now things like cabbage rolls, that'd be an evening meal.
Sure.
In 45 minutes you can eat it. So yeah, let this heat up and.
Well, while this is cooking, I'm gonna go back and show you a video of a hunt. buddy. You done well.
We've got a couple of hams right there to go.
Yes,
We're
sir.
going to cure those things. And back again, back to this little 5.56. And we said it a million times. It's all about shot placement. It is. Would we have killed that hog with a 7 mag? You betcha. 308? You bet. But where I think I hit that hog, we could have killed him with a 22 Hornet. What do you say we go down there and check him out?
Let's do it, buddy.
Okay.
Congratulations. Good shot.
Thank you.
Hey,
Well,
keep
we got some
lifting.
hams to, 2 more hams to work with now.
Yep.
Folks, we 100 yards behind us, we parked probably 300 yards and walked in. And of course, we knew that the hogs were subject to be here by this feeder. And we sat down. We have been sitting here maybe 10 minutes at the most. And, a lot of hog hunts don't go quite this well, but we've been here maybe 10 minutes. Then spotted some movement way back in the woods there. This is something that all of you guys that hunt hogs that you know about, you've done it. But snuck in. Now, had we just come in here, blundered our way in here, we would never have killed that hog.
You know what, Luke? They were walking in when we were walking in.
Yeah.
Luke says, "Hey, there they are. They're walking in."
Yeah, they
I'm
were
like,
coming
"Yep."
in when we were.
Yes, sir.
So, I don't know. I'm going to guess, being an old bow hunter, this is not a bow, but I'm going to guess we're probably about 7. Honestly, if we paced it off 65 or 70 yards,
Yep.
70 yards.
Right.
But the main thing, I hunt for meat. Jeff hunts for meat, folks. This hog, we're going to find the meat to be good, undisturbed. I mean, if we took a big high caliber rifle, shot him through the shoulders, we would have lost the shoulders, Jeff, the meat.
Yep.
And to us, it's all about the meat. We're going to make ham. We're going out of the 2 hams on this hog.
Absolutely. How about some curing of some hams? We'll talk more about that, but that's kind of what we were planning on there a little bit.
That's where this is going to go. Actually, I've got, Butcher Packer Supply. This is not a commercial, folks, but that's where I get all my cure. I've got, for $6, you can get enough sugar cure to cure 10 hogs that size. You really can. But I brought it down here, brought an injector, a Morton's injector. We're going to inject these hams, and we're going to let them cure in the refrigerator for about 6 days is what we're going to do. And then take them out, and I've got the Smoking Tex electric smoker that I've used for years. Hang those things up in the top of that smoker. I'm actually going to drill a hole. We'll get into all this later, but we're going to drill a hole through the leg bone, put a wire through that, and then hang it from the Smoking Tex electric smoker, folks. Hang it up so it's surrounded by smoke and hot air. That's the way we're going to do it. And probably 7 or 8 hours on the smoker, that cured meat will be some of the best ham you've ever seen. So Jeff, buddy, what do you say? Looks like a really good meat hog. I mean, we're sitting 80 yards from him. He didn't move. That's the way I like to do it.
I'm proud of you, buddy. Good shot.
Yeah.
One shot, 1 kill. Get her done.
We got it. We got her done. So now we'll go back and we're back in here, Waits. We probably will just take the back straps off. We may take it back to camp. We can get him out of here.
Yep.
And take the back straps and the hams and the shoulders, and hopefully this little shot didn't mess up a lot of meat, but it did drop the hog, didn't it, Jeff?
Hog down. You still moving?
I know his head is up in a position I don't really like.
Folks, when you get into a situation like this, it's best to walk up slow. And if need be, a second shot will do. Stick with us.
A young sow, probably a couple years old,
Yep.
maybe. going to be some great pork.
Oh my gosh.
That hog's not going anywhere. I see. No.
Yeah, that's a headshot. You got him in,
Yeah.
in the neck.
That'll a hog hit right there a lot of times will kick a lot. If you shoot them through the heart or lungs, they'll run, and they'll usually expire out on the run while they're running. They'll actually expire while they're running. But this headshot like that, a lot of times they're involuntary muscle movement. It'll go on for a little bit. That's a dead hog. Jeff, I'm gonna stick our rifle over here. We're safe,
Okay.
and then we'll go get that rascal out of here and turn him into some ham.
I think we just go grab the buggy, buddy. What do you think?
Yeah, right. Just make
it,
one deal.
Make it easy on ourselves and haul them back to camp. And
That is about. Let me take a look.
okay.
Oh my gosh, that is a look at that. That's where I want a shot placement right there, up in the very front of that shoulder and the neck. Probably hit the spinal cord.
You see the bright red blood, Luke?
Yep,
That tells us something, doesn't it?
it does. Yep.
What does it tell? Just let us folks know what that means when you get bright red blood like that.
It tells us we've hit an artery, and a major one, and it's not going to go far. A pink. Now, I'll just show you. I think this might help some folks. Had I shot this hog, his heart is right about here. That's where his heart is. Had I shot a deer, you're talking about hunting deer. Where do you hit a deer? Let's shoot him behind the shoulder. Well, had I shot that hog, if I'd shot him here, he's dead. But if I'd have shot him right here, I guarantee you we'd be looking for that hog. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure I didn't actually, right here, but anywhere right up in here, I won't say anywhere, but just center your shot placement. You don't mess the meat up, and you got some good pork there. Man, that is a fat sow, Jeff.
You got some good pork there, buddy. These
You
are going to
better
be these are gonna be some great pork, folks. We're gonna prepare this stuff for you guys and show you how to make some cured ham and some other things. And this is a perfect specimen for what we're about to venture into, right, buddy?
Jeff, put it back on. What you're going to see later is these hams cut out from about right. This is the ham right here. And do not think that's not some fine eating.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be taking these hams and we're going to inject them with some sugar cure. We're going to let it set about 6 or 7 days. We're going to drill a hole, to be quite graphic. We're going to drill a hole through the leg bone and hang it up in that smoking Texas electric smoker. I challenge you to eat any better ham. So let's get him out of here. What do you say?
Let's do it, buddy.
All right.
We'll be back, folks.
Well, Jeff, that wraps us up this week, buddy. I had a good time.
Sir. Oh yeah.
That
Gusada was fabulous.
It was
Fabulous
good
stuff.
eating. I want to remind everybody to tune in next week, and we're going to do this again. Don't know exactly what we're going to do, but we're going to be right back here with you having fun, right?
We are. And for Luke and I, we want to thank you again for liking and sharing us, and your loyalty to watch our show. And as always, be safe in the outdoors. We'll see you next week.
And a special thanks to these fine sponsors: Air Force Air Guns, B&B Charcoal, Dallas Safari Club, Hornady, Pyramid Air, Nielsen Specialty Ammo, Sightmark, Smokin' Tex, Snap Block Hunting Blinds, Texas Raised Hunting Products, and Striper Express.